In Isaiah 65 verse 1, God said, I revealed myself to those who did not ask for me. I was found by those who did not seek me. To a nation that did not call on my name, I said, here am I, here am I. This scripture says that God has a longing to be revealed and a longing to be known, even before anyone calls on His name. And that's what Project Gateway is about. It is about fulfilling and answering God's call and God's longing to be known amongst all the nations, amongst the last, the least, and the lost.
When I first came to Singapore, it was 9 years after we had established the base back in 1980 at Fidelio Street. I was attending the first School of Biblical Studies that happened in 1989 and 90. I left Singapore in 1990 and I came back to join YWAM staff here in 1996. When I came back, we were just about to purchase the property on Lorong 9 Geylang. It was great for housing, but it just wasn't enough room to have all the classes and the offices. A little while later, there was a man who was a friend of YWAM, and he had a zipper factory in Lorong 21, and he gave us the use of the whole upper floor rent-free. We could have all of our offices there, all of our training schools, and it made such a huge difference to the whole community because we could work and we could worship together. When we had to leave the zipper factory, we tried to squeeze back into Lorong 9 again, but realized that it just wasn't big enough. In 2012, we moved into a place in Lorong 23 where the office and the schools and a bigger community space were all in one place. We started meeting corporately 3 times a week for worship and for intercession, and for me, this was such an important change for us because that brought us back together again and helped us as a community to bond together and to seek the Lord together. And as we did, we started to capture His heart to reach out to the communities around us.
During a prayer meeting in 2010, God asked us a question. If Jesus has a house in Geylang, what would Jesus do with that house? You see, for a long time, we didn't want to touch Geylang because it was so complicated, and we were afraid that we didn't know how to handle it. But that question nudged us to move forward. Our staff started going out to the streets and began to pray and wait on God. And through the time of prayer on the streets, God began to initiate several local ministries. The ministries to the homeless, ministry to the street ladies, and ministries to the prison youth. YWAM Singapore was registered as a training campus. We had our first training facility in 1980. As we enter into our 40th year, we begin to see God's greater desire for this training campus. And God's desire is to embrace a broken community. Not just as a project or a ministry, but it becomes every part of our lives. We believe that if we were to learn how to love and embrace the neighbors at our doorsteps, God can then call us into the nations and embrace and love the neighbors all over the world. Project Gateway is not just about a building. It is about a home that hosts the presence of God no matter where we are, and becoming a launching pad into Asia and beyond.